Why, hello, my name is Dava and welcome back to City Skylines 2, where today we'll be working on a brand new freight yard. Now, what we see here right now on this screen is a part of what we had going on for this freight yard, which I'll show you later on just now. And I want to expand on this by a lot. With that being said, let's hop into the game. Welcome back to the city of Davesport. Now, before we begin what we're going to talk about today, let's give you a little recap of the things I've done on stream and the things that I've just done before. Now here, we have the mod updated and the buildings above bridges, or the empty buildings, do in fact work now. So we can place the bridge over the building, which we have here. This is what we were originally going to do and place it over here, but I put it next door and replace this road with a little pedestrian walkway. And it really sells the area quite nicely. I really like it. It gives that nice feel of there's a building on top of me, you know? It's pretty nice. Going back further, the last episode we built the Pulaski Skyway. We put some houses around it and a disease control center. I really like how this turned out. Might be one of my favorite projects until today, until we get to what we're doing. And this area will be a nice little medium density building area, place to build around. I will place these buildings manually because they do face backwards in some points, but other than that, this area did come out nice. Now, before we get to what we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about this track here. We are going to use this track here for our yard and also prepare ourselves to build the industrial area, which will begin up in this area. So, to get to what we're actually building today, we're going to go into this area. Now, on stream, we built this area in preparation for the drawbridges that are going to come this summer. It's in Q2 of this year, according to Colossal Order, according to Steam, their website, where we'll be getting drawbridges in the next DLC. So we built this area in commemoration of it, that it's going to happen in this spot right here. I'm hoping that I'm building this without knowing what's going to be in it, but I'm hoping for like at least a 2-lane bridge to pass over here. But yes, that's for both sides. We built a little construction site. Let's get ready. And over here, this is what our inspiration will take place. We built a pier based off of the Brooklyn Navy Yard in Brooklyn. And with this pier here, we want trains to pass through here, but as you can see, there's not really much space for a yard to take place here. We did build as much track as we could, but not too much of it could fit. This will be accessible, will be used, but our goal for today is to make this look as abandoned as possible, but without being too far gone. So let me show you the inspiration behind this portion over here, and what we're going to do for the rest of this video. So here we have the Brooklyn Navy Yard. This is an old terminal that was used way back in the day, where goods would be sent through here and shipped throughout both Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, Manhattan. And boats would come by and deliver trains, freight trains, through the tracks over here, and they would go offshore, similar to what we have back in what I just showed you. Now, the problem that we have so far is there's not enough yard space, and again, this area in Brooklyn doesn't have that much of a yard space either. The tracks just kind of continue to go through and pass between its own little opening between here. It does have its own little yard, not really yard, but space between here where the trains can transfer, but it's really far, and we don't want to do something like that. So we're going to take our inspiration based off of this yard right here. We're going to make this look, again, as almost abandoned as possible and find out what we're going to do. So with that inspiration out the way, the idea of what we're going to build, or where we're going to build this yard, will take place way up here. We're going to make this a little bit of a grand scale yard. And again, we want to prepare ourselves for building the area to go up to the main yard, because this spot will just be storage. It won't be anything specific. There will be some industrial buildings that we will have that can connect to the yard itself, but other than that, again, it's a pass-through, it's a yard, it won't be anything too crazy for this area. So this video will be more of a time-lapse of me just building a near-abandoned freight yard, but this might be one of my favorite builds that we do here today. So with that being said, let's jump into the time lapse. Now let's put a little pause here. Right now, the tracks came up pretty nicely. I will say I did space it out quite a bit. There's a lot of gaps between. This could be like more space for like little trailers, little tractor trailer trucks, storage containers, crates, and things like that. There are some things here that really made this difficult. Let me tell you. If you don't have Move It, you need Move It. To make this thing, you will 100% need Move It. So, the trick with placing these tracks closely, you gotta place them down first, and then kind of pull them into place with all these areas. I have to erase all these fences. But it's the little things like this. And all I have to do next is really surface, place a little bit more tracks. Namely, I forgot that this station track had like other little singular tracks here, which I could place. This would act as a yard, but it would make trains that aren't freight, and I can't really have that. So I would just take the time to place nothing but freight trains all inside of this to make this a little bit easier. But yeah, this came out pretty nicely so far. Again, it is rather spaced out pretty far. I would like to close this in a bit. I could try to, but I have a feeling that this might take more time, but we'll see. We'll see. I actually think I will do this. We'll move this in. And lastly, warehouses. Warehouses need to be placed, not warehouses, but like a little bit of more industry to be placed around here. I just want to have more tracks to, you know, go down and just kind of spill into the area where trucks can go into, or trains can go into to deliver stuff. Not that it'll be used really, but just for a little bit more realism and things like that. So yeah, let's continue this here. So here we have the entire finished product of just the yard and just the yard itself. It's well, the trains are decorated around here and placed down. Not too many trains. I should put more trains, but I didn't want to fill up the tracks too much. We do have the little yard placed over here. We didn't really decorate this side yet because I want to save this side for stream. And I will have a screenshot of, or not screenshot, but I'll show you what after stream it will look like after we get through this. But yeah, little factory buildings, little trains passing through here. This line will be a area to a little diesel yard, a transfer yard for them to drop off their materials. But yeah, I really like how this turned out. This might be one of my favorite things. You have the little rocks sticking through here, a little grass. I tried to make this look as abandoned as possible, and I like how it turned out. I just wish that there were different types of railroad ties. Instead of concrete, there would be wood. That would really sell the idea, but you get what you got. So, and what we got is perfectly fine. I can really live with this. And again, the rest of the tracks are designed to go up into the newly placed industrial area, which will be over here. We're going to save this area for later. The tracks do go down in between as they kind of feed into the little tunnel over here. And yeah, this really did come out fairly nice. I really do enjoy doing things like this. So with that being said, I will be back next time with a new video. I will see you guys soon, but before that, let's let future me take over here and show you what we have going on. So take care of me. Thank you, past me. For today, we have what we've done during stream time. So we can follow this train here. We've built up the more of the industrial area and really just detailed it just a little bit, ever so slightly. Done things like making little yards for the trains to be delivering their things, the little stone plants, and just some freight trains passing through here. We put a little garbage facility nearby as well, so that way we can actually transfer garbage without them traveling a really far distance all the way across the city to get over here on this garbage facility. It's not done yet, but eventually it will. Follow on twitch.tv/Dava787 if you want to see me continue to build up this area. We'll be continuing this on Tuesday. But yes, we have most of the train going through here, and again, one of my favorite projects that I've ever done so far. But yeah, that will most likely be it for today. I appreciate you guys coming here, always watching, subscribing. It's always fun to have you. So that being said, let's end right here. Take care, everybody. I will see you guys again next time.